Lisa Robinson here. You know, in just 6 months, the federal government will begin banning gas-powered cars here in Canada. You heard me right. Starting in January of 2026, Ottawa is forcing automakers to ensure that 20% of all new vehicles sold are electric. And by 2035, that number hits 100%. So you won't be allowed to buy a new gas car ever again. And they're going to tell you that this isn't a ban, but if you can't buy one, that's a ban, plain and simple. They're not just going after your car. They're coming for your freedom of movement and your freedom to choose. Let's be honest. Electric vehicles are not affordable for the average Canadian. They're not practical and they're not safe. And most people, they don't want them. But instead of backing off, the Liberals are doubling down. They're threatening car companies with $20,000 fines for every gas car sold past a quota, unless they buy credits from electric vehicle makers like Tesla. So, put this in perspective, Canadian automakers are getting punished while Elon Musk gets richer. That's not green policy. That's a rigged system. And right here in Pickering, the agenda is already in motion. On June 9th of 2025, Council passed a report to expand EV chargers all across the city. Not because there's a demand, because in fact, the data shows our current chargers are barely used, they're losing money, and nowhere near self-sustaining. But now they want more. Chargers at fire halls, libraries, and community centers, all funded by you, the taxpayer. This isn't green energy, it's corporate welfare for the wealthy. Because let's be real, the average person can't afford a $70,000 or plus EV. So now you're paying to plug in someone else's Tesla. And it gets worse. EVs come with serious fire risks. They burn hot, long, and can reignite days later. Our fire crews are not fully equipped. There's still no safe way to dispose of these massive batteries, and they're toxic. They leach chemicals, and less than 5% are actually recycled. And then what about the batteries themselves? They're mined using child labor in the Congo, and lithium extraction destroys local ecosystems and poisons water supplies. This is what they call sustainable, and it's nothing more than a green lie. And here's the part that they know that you will not understand. Because this isn't about saving the environment. It's about building the infrastructure for control. These EV chargers, they're the digital foundation for smart cities, 15-minute cities, zones, districts, carbon tracking, digital ID, and restricted movement. Every charger tracks your data. Every trip is logged, and every choice is monitored. As I've mentioned before, Pickering is part of Icky, a network tied to the UN, the World Economic Forum, and Agenda 2030. Their motto is think globally and act locally. But when did you vote for this? You didn't. None of us did. Because these global policies bypass democracy, and then they get rubber stamped by local councils like ours, all in front of your face. And you don't even know it. So I need to be clear. They are banning your freedom to choose what you drive. They are building digital fences around your life. And they are using your tax dollars to do it. This is not about emissions. It's not about climate control. It's about obedience. If you give up the right to choose your vehicle, what do you think they're going to come for next? They call it net zero, and I call it zero freedom. It starts in 6 months, folks, and if we don't stop it now, they'll take everything next. Your keys, your freedom, your future. Time to draw the line right here. Take action now and write your municipal councillors and tell them to stop funding the infrastructure of control. Your provincial MPPs and demand that they push back on federal overreach. And your federal MP and tell them that you reject the EV mandate and the climate authoritarianism behind it. And don't just email, call, show up, speak out. Because if we stay silent, they think that you've accepted it. I am Counselor Lisa Robinson, the People's Counselor, and I will never whisper the truth to protect a lie. If you believe that real power belongs to the people, follow me and please share this message and stand with us. Until next time, stand strong, stay fierce, and God bless.